Latest now on Donald Trump, repeating lies about the 2020 election and refusing to commit to accept the results if he loses again in 2024. Chief Washington correspondent John Carl has the story. Good morning, John.
Good morning, George. And a reminder of what happened in 2020, Donald Trump is once again refusing to say whether he will accept the results of the presidential election, and he is suggesting there could be violence if he loses. Donald Trump is making it clear he is only ready to accept the results of the election if he likes them, telling the Milwaukee Journal, quote, "If everything's honest, I'll gladly accept the results. I don't change on that. If it's not, you have to fight for the right of the country." In another recent interview, Trump dismissed the threat of violence by his supporters, saying, quote, "I think we're going to have a big victory, and I think there will be no violence." He suggested the lack of violence depends on who wins. "I don't think we're going to have that. I think we're going to win." But he added, "And if we don't win, it depends. It always depends on the fairness of an election." And in a speech overnight in Michigan, Trump recounted how he did in fact ask the Secret Service to take him to the Capitol on January 6th. In an interview not long after the attack on the Capitol, Trump told me that if he had gone during the riot, he would have been well received.
I was thinking about going back during the problem to stop the problem, doing it myself. Secret Service didn't like that idea too much. I could have done that, and you know what? I would have been very well received.
Trump's comments about the possibility of violence echo something that his former chief strategist, Steve Bannon, told me as Trump was preparing for this presidential run. I asked Bannon if he was worried about violence, and he told me no, because we're going to win. George?
John, just to underscore, this is not an isolated incident. This is a constant on the campaign trail for Donald Trump right now.
Absolutely. He has repeatedly refused to say that he would accept the results, and there's always this possibility of violence that floats in the background of what he is saying.